Alright chat, so before the stream started I linked you the music video for Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. It's a good song, and I've heard it before, but prior to a little while ago I'd never seen the video, and the reason I saw the video at all is because you might be aware in that pub music playlist that I made for when we played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, one of the songs was Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler, and I happened to be listening to that playlist, and in the, you know, associated videos or whatever on YouTube was that video by her, and I was like, oh, I remember that song. I've never seen the video. And in watching the video, I have many questions, and I wish to take apart, piece by piece, all the various sections of it, because it's very, very bizarre. Even by 80s standards, it's very bizarre. So, in order for chat to know what the hell I was talking about, I linked them to it before the stream started. And I'm going to give you my overview of what I think the video is meant to be about, and then we can kind of go by scene and wonder what was going through either her or whoever made the video's head. But I think the gist of it is Bonnie Tyler is a teacher in a boarding school, and she really wants to have sex with all the students, and they either are not reciprocating, or they are, but she knows that they're using her and they're just going to grow up and leave the boarding school. That is my assumption of what the video is about. The song itself is about, like, the painful part of being in love, but it doesn't really come across in the video. The students need to button up their shirts. Yeah, otherwise when Bonnie Tyler looks at them, wind suddenly gusts in and all their shirts split open. What is the literal version of that video? Like, did someone do a parody version of it? No, vampire kids are not attacking Bonnie Tyler. But yeah, there's so many things, but at the start of the video, that is when she looks in the classroom, the kids are all at the desks, they look at her, wind blows in at them, and then for some reason all their shirts rip open. It's, you know, it's dreamlike, it's obvious that it's mostly dreamlike, but that's a little confusing. Not quite as confusing as the bit where the ninjas are dancing, or the bit where the group of people cosplaying as Conan the Barbarian dance ballet around her. But it's still a little confusing. Hello Trenton around the Mad Lagger, we're mid-riff here, so forgive me. But I've gotta know, everyone having like lights fitted into their eye sockets, it's just to do with it's very literal to do with the lyric of the song. It's the other stuff that's actually weird. Oh, Supernova has apparently seen the literal version as well. I'm going to have to watch this now because I've never heard of it. It's a parody where they change the words of a song to describe what's going on in the video. Aging pop singer lusts after barely legal students? Because it's set in the UK, right? So yeah, they'd be legal, but barely. Am I questioning art? I want you to watch the bit of the video where the people cosplaying as Conan the Barbarian are dancing in circles around her and explain to me how that is art. Also, is the red fabric thing meant to signify her being on her period? Like, it's blocking the doors so she can't get into them and billowing into the hallway. And then she's running through it at the end when she's especially sad. And then when she gets onto the other side, she's all happy, but then she goes back down the corridor again, and that's when it turns all dark and sad again. So I think the red fabric is a metaphor for her period. I want Monster Hunter. We're talking about Bonnie Tyler. It's more important than Monster Hunter right now. Why are there ninjas? Like, what does that signify? Is it just to signify that dreams are weird? That she imagines ninjas dancing around a hall? Why are the students drinking and then they have a food fight? I don't understand. Entered at the wrong time. No, you entered at the best time. And why is one of the, like, for some reason there's like two especially young kids in the video and one of them appears to be Satan? And one of them appears to be an angel. Is that metaphorical? Are they the same thing? Why does the one who's Satan throw pigeons at her? Like, she looks at the little devil child looks at her and then flings pigeons at her for no reason. I haven't seen the video in so long, your description is giving me Vietnam flashbacks. Like, why when she's at her saddest moment does an angel suddenly appear and wrap its wings around her? What does that have to do with anything? The relaxed in the title for the stream was sarcastic. Because I planned to talk about this after I saw the video earlier. No, not dead pigeons, live pigeons, I hope. Technically the devil is an angel. I'm talking about... hang on, I might still have it quick saved so anyone who's in late can watch it. I think I've still got the link. Yeah, there it is. We're talking about that. Take the time to watch it. It's 5 minutes. I'll probably still be talking about it by the time you get back. Dead pigeons can be used as a form of currency. Does Bonnie Tyler wish that that was true for the entire world, or... Why does the littlest choir boy with the glowing laser eyes fly towards her at the end? Because that's not the same one that's like literally in real life at the end, which I assume it's meant to be real life, and she's like having some kind of seizure. And she sees him with glowing eyes one last time. No, Bonnie Tyler is not a succubus. Maybe. Like, why does the whole choir have the weird eyes? No, Bonnie Tyler is not Pennywise the Clown either. Maybe. We're dissecting an 80s music video. We're not necessarily trying to make sense of it. I'm just calling into question the sanity of whoever put it together and what they were going for. No, because 80s is not a good enough excuse. 80s are like hair metal bands and stuff. That's fine. I want you all to watch that, and I want you to explain to me your interpretation of the meaning of it. Because cocaine. That's not a good enough excuse either. People on cocaine aren't like the stereotypical way people think they would be. A David Bowie fever dream? David Bowie in Labyrinth. You know, his songs in that, they make more sense than that. There will be an exam. Yes, there will be. Like, it's obvious that most of the video prior to the end is a dreamlike state, but it's putting across the actual feel. Why was there ninjas? What is that a metaphor for? I asked this earlier and I didn't get an answer. A massive LSD, crack, alcohol and sexual frustration. Well, that does describe boarding school, but I don't think it specifically describes his video. Why weren't they all ninjas? Why did they have a sword? Oh wait, is the sword metaphorical for a penis? But then why would they still be ninjas? Anyone could have a sword. It was worth it! Thank you, the House for 2 months in a row with the sub view Twitch Prime. I need to remember to click subscribe more often, usually just watch you on YouTube. Thank you for coming by to do that. And for briefly distracting me from the topic of conversation. I've never heard of boarding school ninjas, no. No, Bonnie Tyler is not the 8th Hokage. She doesn't secretly want a penis. Well, she doesn't want one in particular. It sounds like she's just desperate for any of them. But why is the little one who's apparently Satan... Why does he look the way he does? His jacket is like really weird. It's like lime green. He's made to look like a zombie more so than a devil, but he's clearly meant to be like... Is it implying Bonnie Tyler killed one of them? Did she kill him? Because of like it not being... It's forbidden love? Is that the story? And the red isn't actually signifying her period, it's signifying the fact she murdered one of the kids. Good thing this is never going on YouTube. It's borderline highlight territory. Would have been perfect if I had someone in the conversation to react to this nonsense. I think I think we're through the looking glass here. I don't think it's Satan anymore. I think she murdered someone. The red velvet is the blood. The dinner scene with the fight is potentially the lead up to it. The ninjas and the Conan the Barbarian cosplayers are the rage and maybe the violence. And the angel embracing her is implying that he's buried in a graveyard. And she looks so solemn at the end there because... Oh, and the glowing eyes are the judgmental eyes of the students because she thinks they know what she did. It's all making sense to me now. And the bright eyes thing is probably the cold dead eyes of the kid she murdered looking up after she did it. It's also clear to me now. Chat, you're not with me on this one, are you? You think I'm overthinking this? I think you're underthinking it. How about that? Maybe the kid killed himself when the affair was found out. Okay, yeah, that's another possibility. And now she's like feeling sad because she can't get no bone anymore. We're through the looking glass, people. But then you look at something else by Bonnie Tyler, like the video that led me to this whole mess, the holding out for a hero thing. That's as simple as can be. She likes being a damsel in distress and wants saved by a big hero. That's simple. The video is so simple. And that's all there is to it. And then you get this weird, bizarre... I don't know. We must go deeper. That's exactly what the student said that got them into the mess in the first place. Oh, you know, that killed 18 minutes. That was a fun conversation. Good talk, chat. Good talk. Oh, yeah, why